When you are building your business credit portfolio, you are putting your business in the position to really grow and scale faster than the competitor.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Plex, co-owner of Vamp Live Marketing, one half of the Rich From Anywhere squad. And today I got a really special guest. I can't wait for y'all to hear this. I'm going to introduce you guys to Miss Nerissa Reaves, aka the Honey Loaf, aka Professor Honey. She's probably, to be honest with you, probably the biggest influencer in the business credit, business funding, getting your business credit right. She's got over 1 million followers on Instagram. She's absolutely killing it. She's in LA Weekly, Sheen Magazine. She's all over the place doing podcasts, and she's dropping major gems. And more than that, though, she's helping people grow their business like in a real way. And I've actually seen the testimonials that I'm talking like hundreds, probably thousands of businesses she's helped at this point. So it's kind of insane. And I'm super glad to have you on and, drop some gems for us. So Nerissa, how you doing? Welcome to the, welcome.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, that edification was great. Thank you. I'm flattered. But yes, we're definitely here to serve and help people. It's definitely a mission and a movement.
So listen, I have a lot of people that watch the podcast, and a lot of them are business owners. Some of them are e-commerce owners. Some of them are even musicians, but they're all entrepreneurs and they're trying to get their business right? So one thing that you're really great at and have a lot of experiences in is business credit, yes. Right? But a lot of people, I feel like, don't really understand business credit really that well. First of all, why is business credit important? Why should people even care about business credit?
Business credit is a way for you to really grow and scale your business by doing it faster with less effort and building it on the back of your EIN. And your business credit is designed for commercial use, right? So when you are building your business credit portfolio, you are putting your business in the position to really grow and scale faster than the competitor. And I actually have a story. So it's the one man, one van story. So if you think about, and you probably know people like this, people that clean cars. They've got one van and they go around and they have all the inside all set up so they can take all their materials out and really clean your car right in front of your door, right? And I mean, they nail it. They do an amazing job, right? But he's one man and one van. Then you come upon somebody else new in the game, only had business 6 months. He's not even that good at cleaning, detailing cars. But here he comes with business credit. Your boy gets 6 vans and he puts the other dude out of business because he was able to come in with business credit. He was able to grow. He was able to scale, even though he might not even be that good. Wow. Right? So one man, one van, he's been doing this 10, 15 years and he gets put out of business because the new kid on the block came in, he did it smarter with his business credit. So we don't want to be one man, one van. That's not where we want to be. I'm sure we all can relate to that position, but we want to do it smarter, right? Yeah, so that our competitors can't see us. You feel me?
It's probably one of the biggest things I hear from business owners is like, they feel like they're just doing everything, right? They're the one man band. They wear all the hats. They're doing everything. They got no team. They don't have all the resources that they need. And a lot of that probably does stem from just not having the funding to hire those resources. Right.
That's right.
And it really does change like the consumer from a consumer standpoint. When I'm looking at the guy with one man, one band, like one van, it's like, all right, well, that's cool. But like, if I got the choice, which one am I going to choose? Right. It's just all like how people are perceiving. And honestly, I might have gotten a better service from the one van guy.
Right.
But just because there's 6 vans over here, I automatically just think, okay, this must be the better option.
Right. You see him with his fancy logos, you see, because he got money to do his marketing. You know what I'm saying? So psychologically, you're going to feel like this new kid on the block is the wave, right? So we want to be in that position, right? That's the position that we want to put all of the listeners who are watching us right now. We want to put them in that position, right? Because we know the story of the one man, one band. Yep. And we've been there ourselves even, So now
Definitely.
it's time to do better since we know
Definitely.
better.
There's people out there that are less talented than you with less experience, doing doing less of a good job as you, but that are actually excelling and doing more than you.
Yes.
Just honestly, because first of all, they might believe in themselves a little bit more than you, or they just don't have the funding to really put themselves out there in a professional
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And that's going to change your results,
Yeah.
right? It
Exactly.
just is going to. So I know a common thing that I hear a lot is that there's like this personal credit thing, and then there's business credit thing. And then a lot of people are using like their personal credit to try to fund their business and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. But like, why is that like not the wave? Why is that a bad idea?
Your personal credit is not designed for commercial use, right? So what I mean by that is in the world of personal credit, how the algorithms work is that your credit score starts tanking after you use 30% of your revolving lines of credit. Of your unsecured revolving lines of credit, your score is going to start tanking after 30%. But please believe that as you inch towards 17%, 20%, 23%, your score is still dropping. Your score is steadily dropping. So granted, Wells Fargo extended to you a $30,000 credit card, but you can't use 30% of that card. And even 30% of that card isn't going to be enough for you to really build a business. That's not going to be enough for you to build a business. These credit cards that people are awarded by the banks, it's kind of like a trap, right? It's a trap because if you don't know, you'll fall into it, and then you're not in the sweet spot of that particular banker. That algorithm is looking that you are knowledgeable enough to use that credit limit within the sweet spot area and never get anywhere near that 30%. But not only do people go past that 30%, I mean, not only do people use that 30%, but they go way past it,
Yeah, they
way
do.
past it. So your personal credit has lots of rules, lots of algorithms, lots of different pieces in place designed to F you, period. Okay. So to avoid those pitfalls, we put our personal credit to the side. You know, I tell people try not to go above 17% utilization on your unsecured lines of credit, revolving credit. Stay within that 17% or lower. Keep building your personal credit portfolio and then keep that over here. But on the business credit side, you can use 99 to 99.5% of your business credit utilization. And the more you use it, the more they're going to keep giving you, right? So as you're paying your net terms, your net 30s, your net 60s, which is the fancy way of saying it's due in 30 days, it's due in 60 days, right? As you're paying these net terms, you are building a proper commercial business relationship with that particular trade line, that particular bank. And he is watching how you're using your card, making sure you're paying your net terms on time, and then extending those limits. So you can have a $3,000 a business credit limit in September, but by that following December, that $3,000 limit has now gone to 30,000 easily.
Yo, first of all, look, honestly, we could stop the damn podcast right now. Listen, y'all already got a gem. Listen, that is so huge, because drop in the comments right now, anybody who's watching, who's actually running their business using personal credit cards. I guarantee you somebody watching this is trying to build their business. And when they're doing their marketing, when they're doing their advertising and buying inventory, they're using your personal credit card, aren't you guys?
Yes.
And you don't even know that you're screwing yourself, man. Damn, this is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm literally learning stuff on this right now. Like, this is huge.
Yeah. I mean, what I've tried to do is teach people from my own mistakes, because I've built a restaurant, I've built a bed and breakfast hotel, and I did these things with my personal money. I did these things with my profits, but mostly I did them on the back of my personal credit. I took out personal loans. I did I ended up in the 500s just due to some of the mistakes that I was making as an entrepreneur. And I ended up homeless. Honestly, I'm gonna just keep it funky with you. I ended up on my friend's couch because of the business choices that I made, so I had to do better. So that is one of the reasons why we are able to help so many people, is because this is just authentic, what I'm giving you. Like I'm giving you the real. Like, you do this, you build your business on the back of your personal credit, you're gonna tap out.
Facts.
Your competitors are gonna shoot past you because you're not doing it right. And what excuse do you have when you have the resources nowadays, especially to do it right? I didn't even have those resources back then.
And just so for some of y'all who might not know what the repercussions of that means, when you're using your personal credit to build your business, right? She just told you, okay, if you go past 17%, your score is already dropping. And when we're talking about utilization, by the way, so if you guys don't know about utilization, it's like, let's say, real simple example, I'm approved, I have a $10,000 limit on my card, right? 17% would be $1,700 you have on that card that you've actually used. That's a 17% utilization. Right. So as soon as you go past 17% utilization, your score starts to go down on your personal credit. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to start limiting a lot of stuff in your life, right? You're not going to get approved to rent stuff. You're not going to get approved for mortgages, for car loans, for literally everything, right? So this has a huge, because we're talking about business right now.
That's right.
But this business shit can really trickle down and have really huge effects on your life, your personal life, and even your family's life too.
That's right. Exactly. That's exactly the part I was getting ready to say. Imagine how your significant others and your children, and a lot of people, especially nowadays, are taking care of relatives due to some of the things that are going on in the economy. Imagine how they have to suffer because of the decisions that you have made with your personal credit, but you are charged to be their foundation.
And a lot of times I think that people don't make these decisions because they want to.
Yeah.
I think that it's just because they just don't understand.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm hoping that this one video can at least be a wake up call for a few people today to understand, like, hey, listen, if you're using your personal credit to run your business, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing your family a disservice in a major, major way. And it's really not that difficult to get into the business credit situation, right? So, all right, so let's kind of step back. All right. So we're business owners. We know we need the funding. We know we need to fund our business because we want to look professional, because that's going to affect our sales and how people perceive my business. Okay, cool. So if we want to fund our business, we can either do it with our personal stuff, or you can do it with a business credit card. We've already walked through that. We know that personal stuff is not the way to go. So now, okay, cool. We need to start establishing business credit so we can start getting these lines of funding and all this kinds of stuff. The next logical question that I have in my mind is like, how the hell do I start? Right. So can you give give some tips, some suggestions, like how do people get started with this? And just assume someone's starting from absolute ground zero.
Okay. So in terms of, building your business credit foundationally, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you've got the proper mindset, right? Now, why do I say that? Because a lot of people who have businesses are doing jobs, bringing in revenue, but depositing it into their personal bank account, right? So those are the things that immediately right here today, we have to stop. You have to immediately set up your business bank account, right? And make sure that everything goes into that pertaining to your business. In order to set up the business bank account, though, you are going to need your articles of incorporation from your state. Okay, so you can go online, complete your articles of incorporation. It's likely going to cost you somewhere between $200 and $300, depending on the state. Little tip, guys, you do not have to do your articles, your registration in your state. You don't. You can register your business in another state. I'd even recommend that you do that if you live in some states. Here in Georgia, they'll shut your business down. Here in Atlanta specifically, they'll shut your business down if you miss filing your paperwork by 3 seconds. The whole thing just damn near disappears. Really annoying. But In Louisiana, they're going to give you a couple reminders, keep your business active,
Okay.
for several months after,
Okay.
so you won't find me registering no more businesses here in this state, they'll know. So there are certain states that are better to register your business. You guys can Google and figure that out. So register your business, make sure you set up a business bank account. I recommend that you set up a business bank account with Chase. I really love Chase. They have great foundational business bank accounts for new entrepreneurs, low fees, and it's a national brand. A lot of times people set up business bank accounts with their credit unions and small banks in their cities, but then they travel or do networking events in other states, and they're trying to call, their local bank, because they're charging a $10,000 expense and the bank is closed, right? So I recommend Chase. It's affordable. You do have to set up an appointment before you can speak to a business banker. Don't just walk in there thinking you're going to be able to set up a business bank account. You're going to have to set an appointment for that. So you're going to do your articles of incorporation. You're going to set up your business bank account. And then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to set up the foundational trade lines. These are vendor trade lines. And what that means, by the way, is these are the ones that are going to report to your business credit reports. Okay. There are personal credit reports, right? That's your Equifax, Experian, and Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, personal. But you have business reports for your business credit as well. I bet you guys didn't even know that. There's Equifax Business, Experian Business, and Dun & Bradstreet Business. So those companies are keeping up with your business credit score as well. Right now, many of you probably have a 0 or an NA in that section, but you want to aim to be somewhere between like an 87 and a 92. It only goes up to 100, by the way. It goes from 0 to 100.
0 to 100. Got it. And look, I'm taking notes over here. So if y'all aren't taking notes, then y'all are tripping right now. All right. So this is all right. Cool. This is amazing. All right, cool. So basically, here's the basic steps for anyone watching right now that really wants to start getting their business credit going, right? First, get your mind right, right? Understand, like, listen, I am a business owner. I need to start thinking about myself as a business. So that's always key, right? And then go and set up your business bank account, right? And I would agree with that 100%. Your business funds should not be going in through your personal bank account right now. That's not doing anyone any benefit, right? She recommended Chase. That's dope. And that actually makes sense. And that's a good tip, because when you're going off and you're doing business in different cities and you're doing big transactions and stuff, you want a bank that's going to be able to facilitate things.
That's right.
And that makes total sense. Okay, cool. Once you have that done, then you want to go up and start setting up some of the foundational trade lines, like she mentioned. Any other steps that they should take right now? I want to make sure I'm being super clear too.
That's it. Just make sure that they have to set up their articles of incorporation on their state's website.
That's right. Articles of incorporation. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Missed that one.
On your state's website.
Perfect.
But you don't have to incorporate your business in your particular state. You can incorporate it in a different state. And even have, a division of that in your current state. There's different ways that you can do it. You do want to make sure that you're doing your business registration properly. So having an accountant or a CPA help you with that part would be a good investment. Sitting down with a CPA or getting on the phone with a CPA or an accountant is probably going to cost you somewhere between $50 to $60 an hour, but 2 hours, you'll be golden.
You'll be good.
So make that investment. That way you'll know what type of business is set up for your particular industry that's going to make you least liable, because that's why we want to set our businesses up to be LLCs or incorporations or sole proprietorships. It's all about liability.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So having that conversation with that certified CPA or that accountant would be beneficial. It's a good investment on the front end.
And I like to always assume that, like, I'm talking to people who don't really understand much about business at all. Because they might be thinking, why do I really need to start a business? Why do I really need to start a business? It, like she just said, it really is about liability, right? Yeah. When you're doing a LLC, really what that means is it's kind of separating yourself from your business. So if anyone wants to try, something happens and someone's trying to sue your business, they can't come in and sue you personally. They can't come and take your house, your car, your dog. You know what I mean? They can't come and take it's separating you from your business, right? And that's definitely what you want to do. And I'm telling you guys, this stuff works. I've seen Nerissa at work. I've seen what she's been doing for her students. Like, just so you guys don't know, she's actually one of our clients, and she came to us because she was already doing a lot of great things, but she wanted to kind of like take her marketing stuff to the next level.
Exactly.
So we kind of came in and worked with her for a little bit. And actually, while we're on that topic, Nerissa, like, share your experience a little bit working with us. Like, how's that been going as well for you?
Oh, wonderful, because I was a scatterbrain and kind of doing just a lot on my own. So just the automation that VAMP has helped me put in place, has allowed me to be like all those fancy ads on Facebook that we watch and we're like, "Ooh, that's dope. I want one of those." So now I have, ads like that, like those fancy Facebook ads, those automated, really succinct questionnaires that make sure that I'm funneling in the client that is going to be a good fit for my business. And
definitely,
all of the automations down to the text messages and the emails, like it's really great.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that.
I've enjoyed it. Thank you guys.
Yeah, no, of course, man. I love doing this. And because a lot of people know us for Facebook ads and like doing a lot of e-commerce stuff. But just so you guys know, we do a lot more than that too, right? We love working with coaches such as Nerissa. We love working with consultants, people like that who are doing like influencers, selling courses. We love doing those things and actually helping you guys build systems that will allow you to attract more leads, right? But allow you to handle more leads too. Because the reason why, if you're out there feeling like you are swamped with your business and you can't literally handle any more leads, it's because you don't have systems in place that are helping you.
Exactly. I've been there. You better
right?
tell me. Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? When you're like texting back and forth with like, what time's good for you? Well, what about 12 o'clock? Like, no, like send them a calendar link.
Customize it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And say, this is what times I'm available. Pick a link. I'll talk to you then.
Exactly.
Right. And when you have those systems in place, everything changes. Right. And now don't you feel like the way that you have your business set up now, can you imagine going back to the way that you were doing it before?
No. And also, I think one of the reasons why I avoided it so long was, one, I thought it was going to be like more money than I wanted to put in, especially since I had already paid so many people in the past that just effed me. Right. So that was one of the reasons why I avoided this. But then the next one was the integration part. I didn't know that I can just kind of maneuver some of the pieces, calendars and stuff, just bring that stuff right over seamlessly. So that was really beneficial too. Literally I integrated all of my other stuff into one place.
Oh,
Kind of like why people don't get a new phone because
that's exactly right. It's like, I don't feel like doing all that work again. Good Lord. I gotta,
right. But when it happens seamlessly, which is what happened in this case, then it's all worth it. So yeah,
that's what's up. So anybody who needs those types of things done, holler at us. You know where to find us. Nerissa, listen, I know that there's going to be a lot of people out there that are like pumped up and ready to actually get their business credit popping now that they understand why that's so important. I think I might be able to put a link in the description. Y'all might be able to actually talk directly with Nerissa. I'm not sure though. She's kind of busy though. I don't know if she's gonna be able to do that. We'll see about that. But is there at least some like PDF, some kind of resource that people can take and just start going in the right direction?
Absolutely. So I actually have a free wealth guide that I'll make sure that I give you, and it gives them like step by step on. It's just a whole blueprint on setting up your personal credit properly, right? So we are talking about business credit, but I don't want to diminish the fact that your personal, we are talking about business credit, but I don't want to diminish the fact that your personal credit is important, right? They do go hand in hand. They're separate profiles, but I don't want your personal credit to be unhealthy and your business credit is at a 97. Because as you're going through the process building your business credit, you're going to run up against a bank or an investor who's going to want to know, well, who is the person behind this business? Who am I dealing with here? Right. And then they go, and see that you have a 450, and now, you know what, maybe not. So, and that happens a lot. So I'll go ahead and make sure that they have that free wealth guide. You guys follow those steps in there. Go ahead and give yourself another 70, 80 points on that personal credit side. Clean up that report, make sure that it's sparkling. That way you have 2 strong portfolios.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
I also was going to give you that guide on that, speaking of personal credit, as to the best credit cards to add children to as authorized users. That's a game changer, so that you can build.
That's a whole nother topic of discussion. We could probably do a whole nother podcast just on that alone. But guys, if y'all are, if you got any parents watching this episode right now, start setting your kids up now.
That's right.
Right? Set your kids up the way that your parents didn't set you up. Right?
Boy, woo, speaking facts. And this does not mean, guys, that you're going to give your child a credit card. They don't even have to know that you're doing it. Right? They don't even have to know that this is happening. But by the time that they're 18, they'll have a foundation built, and they won't be out here in these streets like me and you were. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's a way to build their profile and really give them the gift that truly keeps on giving. Credit.
First of all, don't be telling them my past out here, telling people I'm in these streets. Like, I'm trying to leave that behind me. All right.
You knew you was in those streets. You know you was.
So that's dope. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna link all those in the description below. If y'all want the wealth guide, get down there. How to actually start building your children's credit as well. I'm gonna link that in the description. So y'all definitely click those. Go get those completely free. Listen, Nerissa, I mean, this was amazing, man. I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you got some different events that you got going to. So I really, really appreciate you taking some time.
Thank you.
And where can people find you, by the way, too, if they want to reach out to you?
So I'm most active on Instagram. I am the Honey Loaf on Instagram. And I'm starting to get into LinkedIn a little bit more. So you can look me up on LinkedIn too. Dope. But I literally respond to like every message that I get on my DMs. I mean, sometimes it takes me hours, literally, you know, but I'm diligent about it. I have assistants all over, but it's something that I take personally because people send me their stories, tell me their situations. So that's really the best way to reach me is through DM. All right.
Well, there you go. Y'all go blow her up. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But all right, y'all. Well, listen, this has been another dope episode. I hope y'all got some value. And if you did, please smash that like button, hit the bell notification so you're going to be notified when we drop more gems like this. And definitely hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And one more thing, if I could ask so boldly, drop a comment below if y'all got some value from this, even if it's just a couple fire emojis. Let us know. It helps the algorithm feed out this stuff to more people too. And we really appreciate it. Rich from Anywhere Squad, we're out of here. Peace.